All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to A Rising Threat, an adventure into Larum. I, like always, am River, also known as Rio, the DM for this campaign, and this is the party. Who wants to go first?
I am Skylar. I will be playing Tubtor, the Bugbear, the Monk Cleric multi-class.
Stolvok, humanoid warlock.
Why was there a question at the end of that?
It did sound like a question.
I'm braining.
That makes
Okay.
sense. It is hot.
Belmora, half-elf, rogue.
Hello, I'm Dunyazard, a drow, and a cleric.
Love it. All right. I'm gonna also play the intro video now because I have one of those. Woo. Welcome to the land of Talarum, a land of mystery, adventure, and legend. In this world made up of 4 major continents, luck will be tested, bonds broken, and empires will topple.
I am too.
Let me see if I can turn it down with this. Sorry, guys. Did that do anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that good?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Apparently my ambiance was too loud, guys.
Sorry, we only want to hear the
No.
game.
My fan died.
Oh no.
No.
That is an absolute
There
tragedy.
you go while I die.
Dude, it was 89 when I was coming through Mount Vernon.
Jesus.
At just before 7.
Yep, that seems about right. Oh. Okay. In the last
So I will be.
session- Okay. In the
No,
last...
go ahead. I was just trying to.
Yeah, you were just trying to say something and didn't realize I was just getting ready to speak. It's understandable.
For shame.
In the last session, the party faced off against their first little mini boss fight, which was set up to... It was set up a specific way, but we were missing a player. That player has now decided they're not joining and have been replaced by Danyazard. Or Dunyazard, sorry, misread it because my mouse was over your name.
It's alright.
So keep that in mind. You're replaceable too.
But that session,
14
they
weeks,
fought-
7 hours, and 3 seconds.
That session, they fought an Ankeg Clutch Mother, which is something. It's just an Ankeg that I messed around with for a little while before I can make it into a mini boss. They managed to kill it by getting it stuck in the mines where they were clearing out the Ankegs to begin with. And, well, that's pretty much all that happened. Tubtor got a new sword. Dragon Glass. Wakizashi, I believe is what it was. Which is basically just a short sword renamed to be a you know. But, then you guys got back on the airship. A few days passed. You guys had a few conversations, probably. And Stolvok and everyone else came out of their rooms on the last day to find Laren and Ronaldo sitting at a table talking about something. presumably the airship that you guys are in. Before Laren looks out the window and states that you finally made it. And when you look out the window, you see a magnificent large city beneath you with large towers, some of them floating in the air, clearly by magical means, with staircases leading up to them. You have made it to Astre.
Is it a stray cat or a stray dog?
It's a stray city.
It's a
It's a whole
bolt
stray
that's
city.
flying into your head right now. Take.
Will you hurt him for that later, please?
But can we feed it treats?
Did anybody hear what I just said there? It's a stray bolt that's flying into his head right now, and he's gonna take some damage.
I can't confirm I didn't hear it.
At your
I heard.
level to attack you.
Anyways, the airship kind of shifts as you go in for a landing, and if any of you are still looking out the window, out the porthole, you do see other airships taking off. There's a couple of them. One is much, much smaller, clearly meant for only a few people to be on, even crew. And the other one looks very similar to the one you're on now. You land at a fairly large open space in the city, up in the higher part of the city. And you find yourselves in the capital of the Kingdom of Astre. Astre, the city. There are several large streets, or large buildings around you. The streets are very active, and the most different thing from anything you've seen on your travels throughout the Kingdom of Tyrain, or most places, is there are people performing magic in the streets and stuff like that. And it seems magic is a part of these people's everyday lives here, which is something none of you are really used to, except maybe Tubtor, because Tubtor isn't from. But anyways,
I'm seeing people perform complex tricks, and I'm brushing them off like they're commonplace. People are showing off. People are doing these really, really extravagant things, really impressive feats of magic. And Tubtor is seeing stuff like this all the time, and there's no idea why they're taking simple child's.
Stovak, can I get a history check from you?
Sure.
Why did it put me all the way at the top of the freaking thing? Okay, at 12. You remember a story that you heard from from some point. I don't know if you actually clarified how old your character is yet or anything, but you remember stories of the ancient Ari capital, and this city actually reminds you a little bit about those stories.
Nice.
Let me open back my notes again because they're underneath of the DM stuff. Welcome to Astre, the city of magic. Follow me and I shall show you to where you'll be staying while you're here. Laren says as he begins to step out of the airship and
River,
go into the town. What?
your Twitch still says starting soon.
That's weird, because it's on the... That's really weird.
But not
it's
on
right
mine. It says
scene.
it's starting soon still.
Is your
On my end,
skinwalker?
it's showing all of our head pop-ups and your face cam.
Yeah, so that's what
I'm
it
sure
should be
it's fine
showing.
then.
I was
Mine's
just
just
about to
broken,
switch
don't
the
Yeah,
mind
it's on
scene.
your end. It's good for.
It's good for everyone else, so deal with
Everyone except for your mod. Got it.
it. Hey, you're not the only
Hey,
mod
it's
in
good for me too.
the
Who's the other mod?
So, if,
Me?
River, if we're stepping off the ship, Tubtor would like to give a big farewell to the whole crew, and I would like to ritual cast detect disease and poison, and I would like to roll a medicine check, which I'm not proficient in medicine, to give them advice as to how to treat their any diseases I come having, because my character does look out for the
Well, a
people
ritual
that are around.
typically takes quite some time to cast, and I don't think you've got enough time to ritual cast anything right now, because Laren seems to be
10 minutes, and I would have had plenty of time in landing to prepare for a
Laren
goodbye.
seems to... Okay, if you're saying you were wanting to do it while you were landing, then it... Yeah, you got like 2 minutes left on it, but that's enough time to finish it and catch up with Laren. You don't detect any diseases with them, though.
All right, I've made sure they're healthy. I'm happy.
But if you still wanted to make that medicine check, I wouldn't argue. Just to see if you can give them terrible advice or good advice.
Well, Tubtor can't really read, so.
It would be things like Grandma says to eat chicken noodle
14.
soup.
With the advice that you give them, it probably is very simple advice, but you still get a few things wrong. But they go along with it. They say their goodbyes to you as well. Anyways, you guys follow Laren for a little bit until you come up to this spot. Battle map. Fuck. I had more dialogue here. Yeah, you were led through the city. On your way here, you see the odd sights that you don't ever see in Tyrain, the magic being cast in the streets, and you make it to the market district of the city. And from here, Laren, just lead you guys forward. I'm gonna just move both of these guys at the same time. Oh, that's lovely. It did a thing. Okay. If you guys want to follow them, there's also, you guys can talk and stuff as well as you're going through. Sorry, it's going to be a minute before you're actually introduced.
I don't care. Again, that gives me time to work on the spell sheet.
But yeah, you continue through the city. You see this open area beneath you. Seems like a little area where people spend their off time talking. There's supposed to be a few spots to sit here, but I forgot to put tables and chairs apparently, and it's supposed to be a little spot where you can do your tea drinking and chatting with friends and stuff, as well as a couple of market stalls on either side.
I would like to sit among the tea drinkers. I would like to find the very fanciest people, and I would like to have a very highly intellectual conversation with them about the quality of the tea and just analyzing the tea and being nobility above all these others.
I realize that Golden probably can't see what's on the battle map right now because it's...
Hey, Tubtor. Hey, Tubtor, could you say T again?
T.
E.
There's. Yeah.
I
Also
was
this-
actually seeing the battle map. Whatever you just did turned into a black screen for me.
Oh, it should have always been a black screen, but
Oh, okay.
only because your token's not actually on the battle map. So
I'll be honest, I wasn't even tabbed into that tab anyway.
it's probably why you saw it for a second.
Exactly.
But you guys continue to head through. I'll just move things down quicker. Give you time to go around that corner so you can keep an eye on where everyone's going.
I'm having trouble loading my thing to see the map.
Oh, is it?
I'm just having to reload it, so it's the third time I've reloaded it.
Is it just like blurry or
No,
so,
it
you
just
notice...
wasn't responsive.
Oh, the building that's up above you guys on that side is one of the large towers you saw when coming in, but it's not one of the floating ones.
I don't really hear what you said there at the end.
The structure on the top of the battle map is one of the large towers you saw coming in, but it's not one of the floating ones. It's just a large tower. And the base of it is a place that, well, it's a larger structure. You guys, you saw 7, I should specify this, you saw 7 floating towers while you were landing. They all seem to be surrounding the same building.
Seven towers?
Yes, 7.
Should have some sort of hidden meaning.
Possibly. I can move people down to the party, to the rest of the group.
Yeah, I didn't see where Stolbach went.
It was just right around this corner down here. I'll move Tub toward.
Yeah, I'd like to catch up with the group too somehow.
You head down this direction. Where you pass a building with a sign outside the door that seems to be some sort of blacksmith. The sign says what is written there, which is Smith's Smithy. I wonder why it has
Oh, I
that.
love that. I didn't even notice. I wonder. Is there a man named John working in here?
No. There's a man named Smith. Get it right.
Last name Smith, first name John.
I almost did that as a joke, but I decided not to. It's just Smith.
I wasn't sure with I wonder why he's named that.
But it is the blacksmith. You guys will be coming back to this area at some point, probably. It's very likely. You continue down here. There's a few other buildings with signs in front of the door.
Yo, is this store only open in June?
Huh? Oh, the mechanic's proud. No, but there is a familiar NPC that's going to be in there. At least familiar for Tubtor and Stolbach. Not specifically those characters, but except maybe Tubtor.
Oh, I see. Just somebody in there.
Yeah. The shop owner.
It's gonna be Ren, isn't it? Oh no, Janky.
Alright. Also,
Mr. Sprocket.
Stolbach, you've noticed that me is nowhere to be found. The
I figure she didn't follow us into the city.
She just seemed to not be in existence anymore when you guys were in the airship. She just poof.
Oh, I see. So once we got to the airship, she disappeared.
You also noticed that Fogger Smog seems to have vanished as well.
He got tired of us. He got mad that we took his sword.
But you guys are led down here, which there are a couple of carriages waiting to pick you guys up.
Well, Tubtor's got to pick up the carriage. Shows strength. That what does that word fully say? That there's a guard standing over the sign. He's big meanie.
He'll be on that.
What the hell?
Alchemica Informata. It's an alchemy school.
He was obstructing capitalism. Execute him.
It's a potion making school.
I couldn't have guessed.
Also, that door is locked if you notice.
I don't think it tells us until we try.
Yeah.
Question.
Hmm?
Is alcohol a potion?
If you're thinking from...
I mean, technically.
If you're thinking from the whole, it gives you some sort of effect thing, yes.
It absolutely takes it.
It's
So,
more like a poison than a potion.
So does that mean that potion creating area could also just be a distillery?
Well,
yeah, technically you don't only distill
there's
alcohol.
nothing saying that none of the students there have ever tried to distill alcohol while doing the class.
This is
you
why
make
I
an excellent point.
Anyways, you guys all make it to the carriages, I'm assuming.
Well, I'm there, so yeah. Also, at first glance, I thought this guy was named LeBron.
What? Oh, Laren. Because you finally get to see his nameplate, so... I just realized I'm not showing the battle map. I knew there was something I was going to forget. You guys get into the carriages. I have two here, because for some reason I was expecting to have more people at the carriages, but I realized that I honestly just needs one. You guys all get into the carriage. It begins to ride. Begins to go. You guys travel for a little bit. This is... I don't need to go there on this one. I need to go there on this one. Okay. And... You travel for a little while. You go through city, some sort of residential district, clearly, until the city kind of opens up to a more park-like look to it. There's less buildings around. The buildings you do see are very large mansions, and one of them looks as though it may be the site of an adventurer's guild. As you make it past until you reach one of the frickin' mosquito.
One of the freaking mosquito.
You reach one of those smaller mansions, and the carriages stop outside of the smaller mansion. Well, this is going to be where you will be staying during your time here. For you who are doing your investigating and all of that, if you would like to make some extra gold, the Adventurers Guild is always looking for new members. I'm sure you saw it on the way in. And for now, you can all travel through the city, discover what you wish, and, well, of course, I suggest you walk through your new home first to get a feel for it. I will be going. Also, when you get the chance, you should stop by the Mages Guild at some point. I'm sure Lord Astrian would love to speak to you. And I will drop you guys on the mansions on the map now so you can see your new home. Also, standing at the door waiting for you is a tall, lanky drow. Do you want to actually give a description now?
A drow, tall, spindly, just up in the clouds, gives off the emotional intelligence of a spider, just standing, observing, waiting.
I love that there's no frame. It's great.
Just
It's so scrunched.
That's what happens. That's just what happens. You can make a token for it as well. There's an app. There's a website called Token Stamp.
I'll probably have to adjust that and make a proper token then.
But for now, that's what you see. There are several doors. Ronaldo pretty much instantly goes up here to this door and opens it.
These are littering.
And walks in.
We need to go put them in.
You guys can now investigate wherever you want to.
Oh, except for Skylar.
Yeah. Tuptor's gone. And he's
Skylar.
back.
Hi, Skylar. Wow, fuck, I won't even say bye to me. What an asshole.
I'm gonna be dead.
I thought we were closer than that.
Internet stuff might be dying right now.
3 episodes.
I sent the token to the art and images chat if that works for you.
Yes, that works absolutely perfect for now. If you could use that.
Yeah, I can quickly.
I'll send the website if you want to make any changes to it later.
Thank you.
There's different borders. You can change the tent, the background color, all kinds of things.
Well, now's the time when you guys are supposed to be walking around, investigating your... That's the bathroom.
By God, it's the bathroom.
First door, bathroom. You can guess that the second door is going to be another bathroom. You look around.
I presume.
All right, I missed everything. I just finally.
River.
You look around that room for a minute, Slovak. It seems to be a very large open space. Probably just you could figure out what to do with this room at some point. There's another door to the north, and stop going through the windows.
There was a dark spot out there. I didn't like it. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, did you use the API to put these in?
I can't use the API because I don't have the Pro version of Roll20. I have Plus.
I was gonna ask because something that the API does that I really like is it makes the doors like double wide doors. It makes each side of the door individual. That's great on battle maps because you could then use a door as cover if you wanted to.
Yeah. Frick, that's not the right. I need to go here. Defaults token for you. Sorry, just give me a second. If you guys go into another room, I can't see it right now, so.
I'm going into all the other rooms.
Oh, that's... I just now realized those are all bathrooms.
Oh yeah, those are both bathrooms. Okay, where did everybody go?
Like I said, I'm exploring all of the
I
rooms.
was still gonna describe the fact that there was a staircase going up in the first room.
Oh, I see. If only you had APIs, then we could use the portal API.
Yeah, only. If only. Seems
Real salt in the wound there.
Stolbach has found the kitchen area.
I found everything.
Dunyazard has found a little hangout chill room, a study.
She's just gonna be sitting there reading, just staring at people, and then come in.
I already found the other one as well.
Yeah, there are 2 large baths. There are 5 bedrooms in this mansion. Just so you know, so there's enough for everyone. Wow, you guys really did just go everywhere. I was hoping I was able to keep this more able to actually.
Nope, I drug my token everywhere.
Hey, this room looks like this. This room looks like this.
I mean, that's the beauty of Dungeon Alchemist. I know what it looks like.
Yeah, but there might be some differences that I wasn't able to put because of Dungeon Alchemist's limitations.
That's fair.
But not with here. This is everything you see is exactly what you see in the.
I see you use the procedural torches.
Yeah, kinda. Only because I didn't feel like freaking.
Oh no, it's a nightmare. I don't blame you. I just love.
And I didn't use lighting or anything, so it didn't really matter. But who's gonna be the first to go upstairs? I wonder.
I'll go upstairs. Nope, we lost. How many souls did we lose? Tub tour again? Well, I never started speaking the first time, so.
Yeah, I think his stuff's breaking. I don't know what's going on there.
Where's the stickies?
It's down on. It's in the
that?
first room you went into. I will move you to.
First room I went into was the bathroom.
Oh, the second room you went into. Oh, that's why I can't, because I'm doing that from
Up tour.
Is he actually back?
Are you alive?
Stolbach went upstairs. Seems like internet issues for Tub Tour. He was saying that the audio was cutting out a little bit. So
Tub tour just is an issue.
Well, good thing there's not much combat that I had planned. It was mostly supposed to be an RP stuff, but after you guys are done here, you get to go wherever you want in the city, by the way. That's up to you. The Adventurers Guild was hinted towards for a little thing, but for a place to get work. Alright.
So if we
There's also,
you just
the malnourished
No,
looking
that's
drow
fair.
in the study staring at everyone who passes by.
Ding. I'll be there in just a second.
Yeah, I need to go investigate that once I'm done looking around this place.
Let me put you on the correct layer.
It's just a presumably a homeless drow wandering around the mansion.
Can you see?
I'm not sure an introduction was ever given.
Ronaldo seems to have come up here too. You can see him in there.
No, I can't.
Oh, of course.
I'm really good at
36
that.
years, 9 months,
Ooh,
and 4 days.
Very nice.
That's the large study on the top. You could see that from the outside. You can see that giant microscope, or it's a giant freaking.
It's a microscope.
Not a microscope. What is it? My brain's not working right now.
Telescope.
Telescope. That's it. That's the word I'm looking for.
Scope.
You can see the giant telescope from outside of the house, but you can't see it well enough to know that it's a telescope. Stolvok knows now, because he's upstairs.
There's a hidden compartment somewhere in here.
I thought about it, but no.
I have an itch.
Yeah, that's... If you could see what I could see, that's just nothing but green.
It's just void.
There is a window.
How is there brass upstairs?
There is a window there, though. You could see outside. I was gonna make a little spot to walk around up there, but I never got around to it.
How's there grass on the second floor?
You could see outside the mansion, parts of the roof and distant buildings. Oh my, why?
Well, I'm going to go back downstairs.
Yeah.
Tub tour. Are you alive?
He was coughing. Good sign.
Tub tour.
Oh, top
It's
tour.
not a
Hello?
bad sign. Hello.
There you
Hello?
are.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
He can't.
Hola.
Can
Hello? Anybody hear me?
No, he can't.
I hear you.
We can all hear
him.
you.
Nope.
All right. It's in.
There
Such
she
experience.
goes. There they go.
I genuinely think Tub tour might be the best person to talk here, but I don't know.
Can you hear us now, Tub Tour? I should probably wait a minute before.
Tub tour.
No, if he was able to hear it.
Oh, Tub tour.
This is great. I love how
What
this
is
happens in the
this?
middle of this. What?
Oh, it's a statue.
What were you looking at?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's.
It just look like a pile of scrap on the floor.
It might be a broken table.
Yeah, that actually is kind of what it looks like.
It's a well-kept mansion, but clearly it's not constantly kept up, you know?
Clearly, some of the last adventurers in here were not so kind to the building.
Hello?
Hello.
No?
My shit has been having such trouble connecting.
Are you here
Can you hear
now?
us now, though?
I can hear you now, but I missed everything. Everything
Okay.
between when we were given a home and everything.
Well, you're in a mansion now. basically if you can explore, you can explore. I was going to try to explain the rooms as you went through them, but
All of us split up.
you guys kind of scattered.
Like roaches.
Yeah, I was having such trouble keeping the game open at all. I couldn't follow anybody.
Yeah.
But-
There's a few good rooms. There's 3 more rooms for bedrooms. There's 3 more rooms upstairs and a large study with a large telescope that goes out of the top of the mansion. This is a very large battle map too, by the way. But whenever you guys feel like going to the next area or whatever, if you guys don't want to have conversation.
My character wants to remember to look at the stars on this location.
There's a way of doing that upstairs.
Yeah, but probably not in the
Giant
daytime.
telescope. Yeah, probably not.
He just wants to make an ear note of that. Something you'd like to do.
But now would be a really good time to, I don't know, all get together and maybe talk about what to do next since you're finally in Astray.
So, the
I'll
more
let somebody else lead that because I missed.
Talk about why there is this super tall, malnourished, doesn't look like they've bathed in several months drow just sitting there staring at people.
That's
Well, that's
just
one
what
of
I
the
was about
things
to bring
talk
up.
about.
That's what I was going for. So, Velmora, any idea who that is?
Nope, but my shadows like her.
Your shadow.
Yeah, don't remember my description, Stovok?
Maybe not.
So I
Not
have
specifically.
Hex blood lineage, so the crown that's on my head is like part of my body. And then there's like I wouldn't say cape, but there's like shadows that are attached to that crown that are like little like snakes almost. So shadow snakes, and they're my friends.
You know, it'd make
All
more
right.
sense for your shadows to like her if they were like spider shadows.
Oh, true.
Spider shadows. Well,
Adorable. Where did
See,
you
one
get
of the kids
them?
thinks I'm funny.
And you just hear off in the corner behind you. Kelsey, come here. We have
Okay.
new friends.
As a skeletal cat walks out.
man, I've been to hell and I haven't even seen stuff this fucked up.
Stolvok, the skeletal cat actually walks out and rubs against your leg. Exactly like a cat would.
Reach down and pet it real quick.
seems to like you. Who are you people?
I'm Stovok. We were sent by the king of what? Taldore? Tyrene.
Wrong world.
Stovok. She just kind of seems to stare off at nothing and then whip back to you. 17 years, 14 months, and 3 days.
Okay then. Well, you have fun with that, Velmora. I'm gonna go somewhere else.
When you're looking at Stolvok,
I'm
by the
totally-
way, I'd like to point out Stolvok's eye colors as well. The purple for one eye, and then a clearly kind of more magical, or they're both pretty magical looking, but they don't look normal for a human. Neither.
Subtor squats down and starts calling to the kitty. And I
probably
will
been-
start ritual casting Speak with Animals.
I'll have to wait 10 minutes, but then I will be able to speak with this cat.
Yep.
Worth it.
I'm gonna go take a bath because it's probably been several days since we've been allowed such a
Tubtor-
luxury.
I mean, not Tubtor. Stovak leaves and goes off to the right when going out.
Denyazard is going to look back over at Velmora. Are you here to take me out of the house?
I'm not sure. Tubtor!
Tubtor, come pick me up from school. I'm scared.
Tubtor is trying to pet the kitty. He's speaking in Gnomish.
No, that's that. Let's put it back.
Si bien gato, bien gato. He's petting the little skinny kitty.
Why are you making Gnomish
Not really.
actually Spanish?
Because it's canon.
Meow. Make sure you take good care of Master.
I hate
She doesn't have friends.
same.
Tubtor gets a little too excited petting the kitty and accidentally snaps off a rib and then hastily caps the kitty.
It's technically an animal.
Yeah, cat doesn't care. Kelsey, where are you, Kelsey? Denyazard just starts looking around.
She quickly moves
Oh.
from Tubtor to you.
That's it. Good Kelsey. Who are these strangers? Have they come to take us away, Kelsey?
Yeah, Tubtor. We come to take them away.
They're taking the Hobbits to Isengard.
Tubtor takes no one.
Tub. Oh, 1 second. She reaches into her dress pocket and pulls out a notebook and starts scanning through it. Here it is. The guild told me that I was supposed to follow Tubtor's party. With the description, "Get out of the house, you lazy bum. You are 2,000 years old now. Get a life." What does that mean?
Tubtor.
Then enters Ronaldo.
Can I just roll wisdom?
Can I roll wisdom?
Do you have nothing to say there?
Yeah, not really.
Then you've left Tubtor speechless. Anyways, Ronaldo, a pretty average height, human-looking person, with, I'm gonna re-give the whole description, with deep blue eyes, finely dressed, kind of brownish hair, who walks with a cane and a slight limp, steps into the room. Oh, you guys are still here? I thought you would have left by now.
Hello, Rennie. You're still looking lively. At least 30 years left.
Okay. Can I also have you make a wisdom saving throw?
Wait, I need to make the saving throw?
You need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, you.
Shit, okay. Let me go fuck my dice real fast. I got 17.
17, okay. Then we'll leave it at that. I'm just going to go see if the baths are any good. Bye.
He's
still
very
hearing a
nice.
knock at the door.
He comes by with food occasionally.
What do you want?
Oh, are you in the baths? Or... These are more hot springs than baths, just so you know. So.
Oh, bye, Tough Door.
No, I'm in a carriage. Yeah, I'm in the bath. What do you think I'm doing in the bathroom?
I love how your accent suddenly changed because of.
It's because I'm eating.
Yeah. But sorry, I'll
There's another one up the hall if you want to go.
You know, I set these up to be multiple person bathing areas, like more like a hot spring.
Like communal thing.
Yeah, more like a hot spring than an actual bath. That's why there's
No, it's just one giant tub for me.
However, Ronaldo has not gone in there to see, so he has no idea.
If you didn't hear me say it, I told Ronaldo there's another one up the hall.
Yeah, he's gonna go look for it. He also reads a sign on the front of the door that says men's baths. And then he's gonna go up to the other door and be like, wait a fucking minute.
Wait a minute.
Tubtor would absolutely visit one of these baths, one of these hot spring houses. He would need assistance as his body hair just demands the attention of multiple eyes and hands that he just can't.
You're gonna have to find some eyes
So
and
he's
hands.
definitely going to need a couple of girls to come to the bathhouse to help him. That's absolutely a requirement.
Well, good luck convincing that. Anyways.
What do you want me to roll?
Who
are you trying to convince?
I want to see
people
this
that
play
work
out.
at the bathhouse, I get.
There is
People
no
that work at the bathhouse.
This is a hot spring inside of your guys' mansion.
Oh, okay. I thought this was like a public bathhouse.
No, this is
So I missed
inside
that.
your mansion.
Then I would be going to a spa. But that would maybe be earmarked for another time.
But
yep, that'll have to be earmarked for another time.
You guys do have freedom to leave the mansion as well and go do other things, like talk to the Adventurers Guild, and
hint.
Yeah.
Well, that definitely wasn't
also,
even...
You were also
Tubtor would
asked at
suggest.
some point, you were also asked to, at some point, visit the Mages Guild. And there is a map of the city here that you guys can look at. Not really, but so that you guys can say you know where to go.
I'm waiting for someone at the Adventurous Guild to just be like, and for God's sakes, take Dunyazard with you. She's 2,000 years old. She has not left the city. She needs to touch grass.
I will not tell you again. The next time I have to tell you, you're going to get a punishment.
All right. So what do you guys want to do now?
I would like to ask the kitty's name.
Go put it back.
Dunyazard hasn't said it several times at all.
Calcium. My name is Calcium. The master prefers Calci. So I come when I'm called with that.
Tubtor would like to strike a deep and engaging conversation with Calcium, kitty. And ask if Calcium, the kitty, likes milk, or if not having a tongue to choose that.
Milk's good for your bones.
I personally prefer warm water. It feels good on my aching joints. Not being able to eat or drink is bothersome, but at least I can still hunt. The little sparrows outside are very fun to play with.
Tubtor likes the little sparrow. Wait. Tubtor realizes what the Calcium's talking about.
Wait a minute. All right.
Tubtor would suggest that I missed her name would accompany us with her kitty Calcium, because it does sound like that was the intention of the letter. Yes, Dun Lizard.
Dun.
Alexa.
Unlizard.
All right. Are you gonna try to convince everyone to go to the Adventurers Guild then?
Tubtor's heading that direction. Tubtor's more distracted by Kitty right now. Tubtor's only got 8 intelligence.
Tubtor's trying to say that we should go to the Adventurers Guild while also squatting down, petting the skeletal cat.
I speak fluent Tubtor, so I get up and grab Dunyazard's arm and start pulling her behind me.
Dunyazard goes and sees Calcium getting attention. Calcium, you like our new friend, don't you? I think we're going to stick by them for a while. Virile, lack of brain, easily 28 years. No, 27, 9 months, and 5 weeks.
Wait a minute.
Can't wait for
She
everyone
referring
to
to?
actually fully catch on to what she's referring to.
She's just referring to Tubtor right now. She watches Kelsey play.
If she's referring to the amount of time that Tubtor has to live, Tubtor is, just FYI, bugbears apparently live to be 250 years old. And he's younger. He's younger, but he also has this immortality. This, let me find it. I gotta dig through my notes, but he's got this monk.
Timeless body takes a while to
Yeah, you actually have to
level when you get it.
Yeah,
So,
if I manage to survive to level 15, the key sustains me, so I no longer suffer frailty from old age, and I cannot be aged magically. No need for food or water.
yeah,
Well,
I'm just gonna straight up say it for out of character saying at least. Dunyazard's just full of shit. She just thinks she can predict when people will die by looking at them. She also has an intelligence of 8.
It's fine.
Oh my god.
They'll get along.
Filmora, what's your intelligence?
Fucking 5, probably. Hold on.
You say you have 8 intelligence?
12.
Please don't tell me we're... Okay, you're at least above average intelligence.
Thanks.
I am average intelligence. So if you had a 10 or lower, we would have been
Laura's the smartest person here.
smartest.
That's really surprising, honestly.
All right. I'm assuming Velmora wanted to take start walking towards the Adventurers Guild, though, as well as getting everyone else to start going that way too.
Can I just tie rope around Dunyazard's wrist and tie it to my belt, and we can just walk that way?
You'd probably not even notice you tied the rope to her.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's not like a prisoner thing. It's just like a.
Well, that's
I want to hold her
that
hand
then.
the whole time.
I guess that's what you're doing.
Okay.
And I will be almost skipping as I carry the kitty.
Okay, you guys.
The kitty cat Calcium.
You head down towards. You head outside and go down the road towards the Adventurers Guild, which I will drag everyone over there after I make sure that everyone's on the correct map. Nope. Now everyone's on the correct map. Delete that person because they don't exist anymore. Yeah, that's everyone. All right. You make it to the Adventurers Guild. You see a very large mansion. However, most of it seems to be locked from the public. But the one place you can get into seems to be set up more like a tavern. In here you see several people, most of them heavily armored. There are serpent folk sitting at the table. They're dragonborns. There are all sorts of different races sitting at the tables. Tubtor's gone again.
It's fine, this was fine.
The clearly different one, if you can't see that clearly different token on the map. Tubtor's back again.
Yeah, difficulties.
Yeah, you enter the enter the Adventurers Guild. You see a lot of very armored people, clearly adventurers, different races of all types. But at one of the tables, on a more empty side of the room, you see a very large, older-looking orc man sitting at the table with a couple of half-elves.
Are those guys the only ones with health bars?
Dunyazard recognizes just because it's set up for a specific thing. Don't worry.
Wait a minute.
I'm worrying.
Do I know
I'll get around.
Oh, I don't remember this room of the mansion.
However, Dunyazard does recognize Richter, the large orc man, who is the head of the Adventurers Guild.
That's Ricky over there. Hi, Ricky.
Oh, gods. As you guys approach the table, which I'm assuming you guys approach the table.
Yes.
You guys do get a better idea of what these people look like. Just a minute. I realized Dunyazard's stuff is not showing again on this map, so I've got to make it so it's actually visible. It's difficult to do, apparently. There. And I said last time I did this was going to be the last time I did this, but that's too bad. This is what they look like.
Honestly, it's great.
You can see that Richter appears to be completely blind. Though the way he interacts with everyone in the room and everything, he could easily be mistaken for not being blind.
Ricky, I got new friends. I can't believe I got friends, Ricky.
Good for you.
Come over here, friends. Kelsey really likes one of them. The big fluffy one.
Yeah, I would start to introduce myself. Mr. Ricky. Prince Tubtor is Prince Tubtor.
I'd really prefer if you called me Richter. Are you three here to join the Adventurers Guild, or are you looking for something else?
Calcifer's gonna jump off of Tub Tor and start rubbing up against Richter's legs.
I
He
elbow
just doesn't
Stolboff.
react. He's wearing very heavy
Calcium's
plate
kind of
armor, by the way.
clicking. Calcium's kind of clicking as the bones move across
Rub
buttons.
against the plate armor.
It's constantly grinding.
Yeah. There's an annoying sound that sounds like almost fingernails scraping against metal plate as Calcium rubs against Richter's leg.
Dunyazard is just still staring off into space. I have friends.
You three never answered my question.
I elbowed Stolboff so he'd say something, and he still didn't.
I didn't hear what he said, honestly.
He asked
It
if
might
you
have
guys were here to
not
join
came
the
out on my end.
Adventurers Guild, or for something else, for some other reason.
I mean, I don't know. Came over.
Now would be the perfect time to join. These two right here were just about to take the introductory test. And he slightly,
Does that involve
he slightly
killing stuff?
smirks when he says it.
Tubtor would ask if it's more difficult than killing an Ankeg clutch mother.
You could say that. In some
The
ways.
test. Oh, I don't remember the test.
But is it?
I know I passed it
But-
some 1,500 years ago.
It would have been more like about maybe 15 years ago. This kingdom's not very old.
Yeah, she just doesn't know the difference between 15 and 1500.
Good point.
Oh gosh, that would be so like time dyslexia. You don't really know how long ago it happened, but you lived for thousands of years.
Exactly.
It could be a memory from 3,000 years ago, but you don't remember if it was yesterday.
I can tell you one thing. Joining the Adventurers Guild definitely has its benefits within Astray. And in certain parts outside of Astray. It also makes some money after a while doing certain jobs.
Tubtor's got such low intelligence, I can't ask any smart questions. So, shit.
Well, now's the initiation test. Perfect time to take it, I figure.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Are you all willing? Dunyazard, you can retake it too if you'd like. Possibly rank up. Or at least retest your skills.
That would be fun. Calcifer, you stay down. Or Calcifer. Calcium, you stay here. I don't want to re-raise you again.
The cat just kind of looks at her and pouts before falling asleep on the floor.
Well, if you want to take the test, follow me. He stands up, and that's not what I wanted to grab. I just grabbed the stream start. Oops. That is the correct direction. Would you look at that? And you found the bathrooms again. That one is supposed to be locked. I don't know why you were able to open that.
I'm just doing this because having black marks where a map is annoys me.
Well, it's because you're not supposed to be able to get into that room.
Fair.
If he said the door was stuck, then I would
Door
roll.
stuck?
I would immediately roll. I'm Thieves Tool proficient, and I have a crowbar. That doesn't work. And powerful build.
right now, our like commander. So.
Ain't no door gonna stop me.
Oh,
I'm top door.
just a second.
But then when you get back,
Add players' journals. The DM has access. There we go. Now, how'd you get outside?
Who got outside?
How did you get outside?
do I not need to be outside?
No, there shouldn't be a way to get outside. I'm so confused.
I went out the front door.
You don't know the
The
secrets,
door
River?
there.
You can just step off the map layer if you go out the door.
I forgot about the door. I didn't actually put a wall there to block it off. I just got really confused. Anyways, Richter is waiting by the area so that you guys can follow him. The area where you need to follow. The two half-elves follow as well. Anyone else that wants to follow him into this room over here?
I'll follow him for this test. Absolutely.
Yep. I'll go.
All right. Everyone follows him back that way then. He comes up to an archway that seems to lead into an empty room. The door was supposed to be locked because you're not supposed to be able to step through the archway. He holds his hand out for a second and mutters something as the space between the archway kind of warbles a little bit and shifts, and then he steps into the archway and vanishes.
I can tell this is a teleporter with an arcana check.
Yeah.
I guess I'll step right in.
You can do that, but it's pretty obvious that it's probably some sort of teleportation.
I'll step in.
Stolbach steps in and then vanishes.
I'll step in after my arcana check after my party.
Did you make that check yet? Or
I'm trying.
you got a 5 on that arcana check.
Yeah.
You look
It's all
at
an illusion.
and as far as you can tell,
It's all an illusion.
it could be an illusion. It could be some sort of teleportation magic, or they could be stepping through this door and being immediately incinerated.
Dunyazar walks through, and then after a couple seconds, you hear a click-clack on the floors as here comes Calcium and jumps through too.
And they both vanish. The two half-elves kind of step up a little hesitantly and then stick one arm through and then pull it back out, and it's perfectly fine, and then they just step through and both of them vanish as well. You still worried about stepping through this door, tub door?
I step through. I step through immediately after I make my check.
Okay. You step through. Velmora, I'm assuming you step through as well. Just laugh.
Yes.
I maybe start casting guidance on myself as I'm traveling through.
The folks keep
You all, as soon as you step through, you are
Wait, is me and Velmara still tied together with a rope?
Yes. The rope actually may have cut when, or no, it actually just, it led through. It was just dangling at the end. Until Velmora steps through. You guys are brought to a large, cavernous, open space. There's a few spots for hiding behind and stuff like that. Well,
You might have to share the.
Can you not see it, or is it just really dark for you?
You might have to share the battle map just because I can't get it to.
It loaded in extra dark for me, and then after a couple seconds, it brightened up.
It's weird. Oh no, that's just the angle I'm looking at the monitor. Okay. I was gonna be like, on the stream it looks fine, but on the screen that it's recording it looks dark, and then I leaned back. Yeah, it's the same.
Which is, yeah, because
but it is fairly dark in here, only lit up by a few torches scattered around the room. Anyone without dark vision, it's very difficult to see.
To be real, I don't think anyone doesn't have dark vision.
It's but it's made of stone. You seem to be in some sort of large cavern. There's a couple of braziers to either side of the archway you came in, which was just a... It just seemed like a normal archway in a building on the side you came in on. But here it's stones stacked up in a way that seems kind of unrealistic for stones to be stacked. And there are runes lining the outer edge of the archway. All right. Here's where we do our testing. Are you all ready?
Yep.
He's going to swing his axe up. The longer you last, the better you've done. Everybody roll initiative.
Damn it.
Oh, it's like hide and seek?
Okay, you know.
Dubtor has no idea what this test is going to entail. Dubtor doesn't even realize this.
This guy's you said an...
Huh?
This guy's an orc, right?
He is a older-looking, large, blind orc.
Does guidance count to initiative?
I don't. Does it?
Okay.
I don't think it does.
I grabbed my actual bag of dice.
Okay.
Do we do D6 or D20 for initiative?
Oh, why are there so many initiatives?
D20.
Stolvok, yeah,
okay.
D20. Stolvok got a 9. Okay, Stolvok got
lucky purple.
An 8 or 9, a 9, a 9, an 8, and an 8. Oh my.
I got 16 plus 3, 19.
19. That is much better than everybody else's. Turn. Tuftor has higher dex, right? I believe we already went over that.
18.
Okay, I'm going to pull up...
Pretty damn high dex.
Everyone else. So that they can roll initiative. Let's get Richter's first. Thank you for changing Valmora's. That's what I wanted. Oh my, and it's... Things are going to be annoying for me real quick. Nope. Tuftor goes before Valmora. What did you get again, Dunyazard?
19 total.
19 total. Nice. Okay, now I get to see what the other two got. There is the male half-elf, who is clearly a fighter of some kind. who's going to replace frickin' Dunyazard's frickin' thing, of course. Why would it add their actual, you know?
Maybe we should. I don't know why it does the DM.
M, F, and N word.
I wonder if it's for something like you can add all the people to the turn initiative and then just roll out rapid fire all the initiatives. But that's silly, if that's it.
That wouldn't make sense.
What kind of would? Like the DM could just add all the players and enemies in turn initiative and then just go through individually on their character sheets and roll it, and it just goes down the initiative turn.
Yeah, but you'd
Like
think
how it's
that
set
would
up
roll
there.
for those people, not for everyone else.
Yeah, whoever it's there. Yeah.
Oh, it looks like Richter is going last, which is lucky for you guys. Sorry, I'm sitting so I can do this properly.
Where'd the DM go? Our DM was replaced by Forehead.
Shut up. It's a +3 to Dex, so I'll just roll a freaking physical d20 and add a turn so it doesn't fuck with the fucking turn order again. Where's my dice blend in because my dice bag is freaking the same color as the shadows. Okay. Dragon Eye dice. Ooh, not bad. Not bad for her.
Well,
That's 15. Head turn.
Oh. Hey, River.
What?
So it was good talking with you. Love you guys. Hope you guys
According to the initiative paragraph of combat, initiative roll is a dexterity check. That's why it adds your dexterity modifier, which is a skill check, which would apply guidance if you want to. Only if you would reconsider, but it is a dexterity check.
Okay.
Fun fact.
Then you can add your guidance. I've got 3 character sheets open.
I would like to think of it as we're level
+2.
Add the 2d8.
Cool. I got 29.
So you got a 10. Alright.
I'm just now realizing that we can do the thing in here.
The first person to go is Dunyazard. You can tell immediately that this man is preparing for a combat test. And you're starting to remember exactly what this test entails.
So, I'm going to immediately cast Bane on him. On the half-orc.
On the full orc.
Or full orc, I mean.
Alright, what does Bane do again?
Makes your balls
Okay, up to 3 creatures of your choice that you can see within range must make charisma saving throws. Whenever a target that fails this saving throw makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from the attack or saving throw. That is really cool. Spell save DC of 13?
That is
actually real?
That is fucking wicked.
Saving throw? Charisma?
Proficiency, which is +2, +8, which is 10, plus modifier.
He fails the saving throw. Good job. Is that all you can do? Do you have any other any bonus actions?
Nothing for bonus actions innately, but I can just run off.
Yes, you can do that.
Each of these blocks is 5 feet, right? I'm gonna move right there.
Cool. That brings us to the half-elf girl. She is going to move to a farther distance. I really didn't want you to measure that. Can you stop? She's gonna move right about here. And she's going to make a longbow attack. I don't know why that did that at advantage, but she doesn't get advantage there. And the arrow flies at Richter, and he slightly shifts his body as it flies past his head. Unexpected movement for a blind man. Then we'll go to the elf, the half-elf man, who is going to. He's got stuff he can do right here. Don't worry. What is he gonna do? Okay. He's going to run up closer with his long sword drawn, and attempt to strike, while trying to keep the other half-elf an opening to make her shots. Allowed me to do, and he misses his strike, which moves us to Tubtor. He is clearly fighting everyone now.
Tubtor doesn't like being tricked. Tubtor thinks this Richter, even though he's blind, has tricked him, has done him dirty. So I'm going to spend a key point to make 3 unarmed attacks. To make 1 regular attack and 2 unarmed attacks against him.
Okay, make those rolls.
Once I get my shit to load.
Alright.
Bunch of attacks. Hello?
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 That's all 3 attacks? I can hear you. The Dragon Glass Wakazashi... Oh, and he's gone. Hello? Is it working? Give it a second. This is great. I was just waiting for this to happen. Are you there? Because if you are, I can't hear you. So the first attack hits.
Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me? No? Oh, this
Hello?
is... Nope, he can't hear us. This is great.
So this is my attack and my bonus action. I can't hear what you're saying, but this is my attack and my bonus action. So I'm done after this. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you
That
hear
was a
me?
good 5-second delay.
Can't hear the important person, apparently. That's 12 damage.
I rolled damage for the Wakizashi
Wakazi.
twice.
Oh, the first one was an actual. Okay, then the first one is what
Hello?
it was.
No!
I'm trying, guys.
You can't hear us, can you?
He just took that 10 damage.
The ambiance music is the only reason I can tell what I'm missing.
Oh, shit. The ambiance music. 1 second.
Yeah, we might want to change that to actual battle music.
Yeah, it's fine.
Nah, it's nice. Chill vibes.
There we go.
He's deafened for me. Oh, no, never mind. Okay.
It's deafened, but not muted. I don't know how.
Nah,
he
I
did
brained.
it,
I brained there.
Alright. Tubtor said that's all I could do, so it would bring us to Stovok's turn.
Hello?
All right.
Hello?
Hello.
Let's see how many hellos we can get. There he goes.
Goodbye.
Probably don't take me out of his range even the slightest, but I'm hoping that he doesn't just immediately come and murder me. Also hoping I hit this. Man, it'd be really cool if you fucking rolled it.
Ooh, Witch Bolt.
Ooh.
17 doesn't hit.
Doesn't?
Yeah, he's wearing plate armor. I did mention that before, right? Yeah. This is a test. It's not supposed to be an actual fight. At this point, you could probably figure that the test is to survive. Is that all you can do?
Yeah.
Valmora. As Stovok's magic blasts towards him and basically just glints off of his armor, and he just kind of shrugs it off.
Okay, hold on.
I'm starting to feel really shocked that my Bane actually hit now.
That's just because he happened to get a really bad roll on that charisma save.
Hold on. Roll 20 is being slow.
Makes sense.
You know, that minus 1d4 on hit is so sick when you have 18 armor class.
Where's the thing we're fighting? I can't see its token.
Who's this guy?
Oh, okay. I thought it was something else. Okay. Let's take a look.
It's the only guy you shouldn't be able to see the health numbers. Oh wait, no, you can't see theirs either.
I can see the
Never
health
mind.
bar, just not the numbers.
Yeah. Just wait until it gets to his turn.
Oh, can't wait. Okay, well, I'm gonna shoot at him with my short bow.
Okay. 12 does not hit.
Rip. Okay, that's it.
It is now his turn. He is going to he's going to shift to strike the half-elf guy.
Who's going?
What half elf? Where?
That guy. There's two
Okay,
half elves that came in with
Lenaro.
you. Yeah. There's two half elves that came in with you to take this.
One of them's already down then?
Well, actually, not yet.
Oh, I see him now.
He
South.
hit, but now he has to do the damage. Which I'm surprised it didn't roll the damage. Okay.
Okay, but I lagged out there for.
Okay. Wait. That 1d4 is for attack or hit?
I think it's both, actually. For both damage and attack.
Okay, then he probably doesn't hit then, because...
I'm reloading up my spells so I can read it off. Whenever a target that fails the saving throw makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target must roll a d4 and subtract the number from an attack roll or saving throw.
Okay. So he misses. You quite possibly just saved that guy's life. However, he does get multiple attacks.
God damn it. Motherfucker.
And that one hits. It doesn't matter if I add the d4 or not. There's no way to get that underneath of his AC. And it wasn't a crit 20, natural 20, by the way. It's just really high. So, let's roll damage.
What happened? Who's taking what?
The half-elf guy was struck again, but this time it definitely hit, and there's nothing you can do about it. Doing math, because my math is slow.
I got the half elf was struck again, but this time.
As his axe buries deep into his chest, into his shoulder. That was actually a low damage roll, by the way. Anyways. Next, Dunyazard.
Alright. She is going to walk over here, douse out the candle that's right here, and then start sneaking. So how do I do a sneak roll?
Roll a
Is it
stealth check? It
Yeah.
should be... What is it? Oh, that didn't work.
I did period instead of a backslash. Let's try that again.
You should
No,
be
it
able to
doesn't
open
work.
your character sheet as well, and just click on the word.
Against other characters' passive perception, unless they're rolling passive perception at disadvantage, so they're concentrating.
Or unless they have stuff like, say, blind sense or tremor sense.
Alright. I might be a bit dumb as to where I click on this character sheet here. Like that. Okay.
I turned off the light too. That's actually a pretty good stealth roll right there. Okay. What else do you do? You still got your actions. It might be... No, it's an action to hide.
Yeah, it's an action to hide. I use bonus action to get rid of the torch here.
Yeah, okay. So that's that then. You can still move?
No, I moved up to it.
Okay. Then
I think that used all my movement there.
As far as everyone else is concerned, Dunyazard pretty much vanishes. You guys are so focused on the battle. That brings us to the half-elf girl who's going to... One second. Okay. She's going to mutter some words under her breath in Elven, as her arrow glows and she pulls back and goes to shoot. Casting Hail of Thorns. Creates a rain of thorns, sprouts. Okay, this was probably a mistake on her end, but she's clearly a newer adventurer, so it does make sense to make mistakes. Is anyone other than the other half-elf within 5 feet of him, real quick? No?
I'm not.
Then both of those guys need to make those saves. I will let you guys see their rolls, but keep the other guys' rolls secret. That's a good one. He passes. And Richter fails. That is pure luck. So, oh wait, she actually has to make the shot too. Fuck. I forgot a step, sorry. That hits. Okay. So, in addition to the normal damage, freaking mosquitoes. I love rolling such good damage. In addition to the 2 damage. Oh wait, no, that's... Oh yeah, no, 2 damage. I thought I was reading the dagger, but I was reading the right spot. In addition to the 2 damage, she casted Hail of Thorns on her arrow. A bunch of thorns. Okay, let me just. There. A rain of thorns sprouts from the ranged weapon or ammunition. In addition to the normal effects, the target of the attack and each creature within 5 feet of it must make a dex saving throw. He made the dex saving throw and failed. Takes 1d10 piercing damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful save. So I still do need to do the damage for the other one. So 1d10. Easy enough. That's a 9. So Richter takes some damage by these thorns that rain from, or that strike him along with the arrow. Takes. Math is slow. And he only takes half damage, which is lucky because if he took full damage, it would be half of what he has left. My brain's not working. He takes 6 damage because I round up. And that brings us to the other half-elf's turn, who's going to make another attempt with his longsword. I'm going to read one of these other things first. He's going to go to strike Richter, but he's going to feint his attack. And he's going to make he's going to feint an attack as a bonus action because of his class. And then he's going to attack with advantage. Hopefully, that actually allows him to hit. It does. It does allow him to hit. That's cool. Which means...
Did I hear my name?
No, I am still going through the NPC's attack. That should have a plus there. Okay, so he's going to deal 6 damage. And Tubtor, are you here? Tubtor, are you here? I can see you moving, but I can't hear you talking.
I find your lack of response disturbing.
Yay, this is... I love how well this is working. Doesn't everyone else?
Blame
It's
me
so
on the bad
immersive.
luck.
Okay, I'll blame you.
Okay.
So I want to grapple as a bonus action. As a strength contest?
Yes. Are you sure you want to do that? All right.
I'm a large creature, so if he's a medium creature, I might get plus additional 2 for.
He's an orc.
Or
he has.
Or no, I can
he
use
has
my dexterity.
Powerful build
What
as
am I
well.
thinking? Dexterity roll because I'm grappling with dexterity.
Oh, that's really fucking lucky.
Oh. He's flipped up.
That's really fucking lucky. He's grappled.
Hello?
Oh, he can't hear it.
Hello. That's my favorite line from Skylar.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
How's it going?
Hello there.
At this point, he should realize if he doesn't get a hello back, we can't hear. He can't. Either he can't hear us or we can't hear him.
I love how
Yeah,
many
I'm
times.
trying to get a response. I'm trying to get a response so that I can actually.
Yeah? Can you hear us?
Did it work?
Is it? Yes, he's grappled.
Yeah, for now.
And there must be a massive delay.
Okay, I'd like to rotate him into the fire.
That is going to be a strength competition as well.
I've already grabbed. Okay. I'd like to rotate him into the fire, and then I'd like to use my attack action to further push him.
Is
that going to be 2 more?
You're not going to be able to do an attack action with it. You're going to have to move him into the fire, and that's it.
Well, as I have him grappled, instead, can I move over here and then push him into the fire with 1 strength?
Do you want to lose your grapple?
I'm moving, and
yes, but you push him and you lose the grapple. And he still has a chance of succeeding.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. No, I'd like to move here so that he's flanked, and then I just like to attack.
Move where so he's flanked?
Right here.
There.
Come on.
There. I was going to say there. That's flanked. The other one was not. And you'd like to what?
Yeah, it wouldn't move it to the right spot. Yeah, regular attack action, 1 attack action.
Roll that attack when you can. Oh, there it is. And that misses. Oh, wait. No, it's flanked. It hits. 24. Never mind.
All right.
7. Man, if you saw how much health this guy has. By the way, his health is going down. Is that all you can do?
Unless I can drag him closer to the fire, move a square here. If I can move him into the fire, I'd like to do that.
With this guy's size and capability, as soon as you try to move with him, he's going to get a reaction to try to break free from your grapple.
If that's what happens, if I fail the strength throw, but if I succeed, I get him, I will risk that. Even though I've only got +2 in my strength.
That's a natural 20.
Oh yeah, I'm fucked.
Yeah, you begin to move and he slams his arm into you. Not hard enough to deal actual damage, but just hard enough for you to release him.
Okay.
We're gonna move on to Stolvok's turn after that, because I feel like you've done all you can.
Yep.
Stolvok?
I do be muted. Well, please? Shit.
That's a 26. That hits.
Eat lightning.
All right. 10. Is that 2 there also?
Why'd that only roll 1d12?
I don't know.
Yeah, that should add the 2, so
I see 2.
Oh, I see. So, yeah, 2 lightning and the 10 lightning. It rolled the higher level cast as a separate thing for some reason.
Yeah, so he takes 12 damage.
12.
He kind of chuckles. That one kind of tickled. Is that all you can do?
At the moment, yes.
All right, Velmora.
Listen. This is going great. Let's see.
At least I have actual character sheets and stuff set up for this fight.
Very true. I'm gonna move up to. Hold on. Slowly but surely. This little fella. Oh, God, it's so slow. Hold on.
Yeah, it's not just me.
That one. Oh no, my computer's slow as shit. I'm gonna use my short sword on them.
Who?
I just pinged him.
On Richter?
The guy with the lower health bar.
That guy's on your team.
Okay, then Richter. Yeah.
I mean, you could attempt it, but that guy's on your team.
Yeah. I doubt a 14 hits anyway.
It doesn't. Either of them.
Stab the wrong person, and you miss anyway. Then he's confused.
Is that all you can do?
Yeah.
Okay, it's gonna go to Richter's turn. Who is going to slightly turn so that he can see Tubtor. And he's going to ask, "Do you hear the bells?" As he casts Toll the Dead on Tubtor.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh no. What saving throw is that?
I just put it in the chat. It is a... What is it? Wisdom saving throw. He's also going to use his bonus attack to make a weapon attack because he's got Warcaster. And he's going to strike at Velmora.
Rip.
So you fail the wisdom saving throw. I will roll that damage in just a moment. I'm going to see if he hits Velmora as well. Does a 14 hit Velmora?
Yeah.
Yeah?
By
All
1.
right.
That sucks.
I will roll the damage for both.
I've not taken damage. For Toll of the Dead.
1d8 for Tubtor. Tubtor takes 7 damage from Toll the Dead. Velmora take... I'm gonna show you exactly what is being rolled here for damage. $16 damage. It could have been worse, could have been better.
Okay, well, fucking hit me for half health, it's fine.
That's nothing. You're good.
There's rules in this spot. It's fine. And that is his turn. Dunyazard, you are, as far as you are aware, you are completely hidden from the fight.
So I am going to use dash for my action, so I can double my move speed.
Okay.
I'm gonna come up here. I'm gonna knock out this light with my bonus action, and then I'm gonna come sit behind this pillar.
This is great. Another light down. It's funny, because you probably think this is helping in some way or another.
No, she's just being a goofball and doing this for fun while he's distracted.
It does help with stealth checks. Being in dim light.
Yeah.
Does help with stealth
Absolutely.
checks. So if they're in complete darkness, even if they have dark vision, you're still getting assistance on stealth.
I feel like knowing that thing was lurking in the shadows would be more terrifying than actual damage.
She just starts backwards walking like the girl from The Grudge towards you.
Right.
Oh my god. Anyways.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom, River. I'll be right back.
Alright. The half-elf girl seems to be sticking with the whole range stuff.
Hey, River, didn't you say this guy was blind? Why isn't he rolling at disadvantage to attack us? Because he can't see us.
There are reasons for that. But thank you for finally noticing that. Anyways, there may be rolls that you could take on your turn to figure that out. Who knows? That's a 21 to hit. Dealing. Six damage. He's just going to make another longsword strike. Oh, he should be doing that at advantage. That's a 22 to hit. Nice. Nice. Dealing 5 damage. Tubtor.
I would like to grab this. I would like to yell about him in response to his comment about hearing the bells. I would like to show him a bell. I would like to grab the brazier that's within my reach, and I would like to hit him with it.
Make an improvised
I'm
weapon
not
attack.
sure.
The brazier is actually on fire, so roll.
You'd had like 2d4 fire damage.
Roll a dexterity save as well as an improvised weapon attack.
I don't know how to roll an improvised weapon attack on the thing.
Frickin' improvised weapon is what again?
I believe it's just an unarmed attack.
Yeah, just do unarmed.
Advantage.
Because I do unarmed attacks all the time.
Specific for.
And what actions would you say I have left after that?
You're
Action or
making
bonus
an
action?
attack action, so you've got a bonus action. But just make an unarmed attack and make a dexterity saving throw. That hits.
And I'll make another unarmed attack as a bonus action because I can do that as a bonus.
Okay.
Oh,
that's a natural 20. You got a critical hit on a melee on an unarmed attack. But your first attack, you say that you grab the brazier and you fling it at him, dealing your unarmed strike damage plus 1d4 fire, and you swiftly dodge out of the way of the fire that falls out of the brazier as well. Did you add 1d4 fire to that as well? Also,
I can roll a physical 1d4, and I got a 4.
Yeah, okay. So that's how much you add to the first attack. as well as the second one, you get to add a max roll. So you get. Let me do some math.
I mean, the thing is,
Oh, and I believe this light is extinguished or strewn across the floor at the very least.
Yeah, that brazier is extinguished.
Aha! Blind man can't see now.
You dealt 21 damage in that. It seems Tubtor has dealt the most damage to him so far. And there's nothing else you can do, right? Or
yeah, that's it for sure.
All right. Then we will move on to Stolvok.
All right. I'm gonna recast the damage on you.
What? One quick question. Did the fire thing, the fire brazier, ring or gong when I hit it with it?
Oh yeah, you heard a clear. You heard a clear gong when it hit him.
Yes.
All right, and also yeah, I should be maybe safe.
Maybe safe.
Maybe. Who knows?
I'm guessing
3 times the damage he did. Be gone.
Who knows?
Without
me looking at the guy's attacks and stuff, realizing that you're not safe.
I mean in more range wise.
Yeah. I mean the same thing. Anyways, Velmora, is your turn, I think?
This is going so well, guys.
It actually is. There's done a decent chunk of damage to him.
Oh,
Yeah.
have you still
More than I thought you guys would.
That makes one of us. Hey, we're gonna try for short sword again. See how that goes for me. Oof.
You know, if you were sitting in just a slightly better position, you'd have advantage from flanking.
You stepped up one.
Literally
you
one.
Just gotta step up one spot.
Or down. Or down, right?
No, because the line does not
Tubtor's got
cross.
reach.
It's just up.
Tubtor's got reach.
Yeah, but the
Tubtor
line
can
doesn't
reach
pass
space.
through him. He can deal with Velmora there and Tubtor up there at the same time.
With Tubtor being 10 feet away, I don't think it passes yet. It doesn't pass through his square. Or at least nearly as severely. Versus this.
Not enough to get actual.
Severely, but Tubtor has reach. So Tubtor's got absolutely got him within.
I'm just saying, like this. When you measure the way you do flank, it's much more in the corner.
How it works, it doesn't.
Like if you look here, it's like touching his token.
But
in here, it runs in between the two.
Velmora already rolled and didn't.
I see what you're saying.
So.
Nope.
I like how I can see the pointer arrows and stuff and measurements, but I can't see shit over there because I'm still blocked by the
you're
pillar.
Behind a pillar. Yeah. All right.
I can see you.
Richter's turn.
Probably not actually, but
he is going to. How far away are you, Stolvok? And let me just.
35.
Oh yeah, you're still close enough. He's going to point at you, and he's gonna cast Magic Missile.
Why'd you even ask if it was casting Magic Missile?
Oh, I didn't realize.
That's got a
just
120
how
foot
far.
range.
I wanted to make sure. That didn't. I love how it's like you want to roll this publicly for the damage, and it's like, here's the description. All right, so a dart that deals. Okay, three glowing dart. Each one deals 1d4. Hits a creature of your choice. So one strikes. Why are you making a Constitution save? Oh, never mind.
Because I'm holding concentration.
One strikes Stolvok, one strikes Tubtor, and the other one strikes Dunyazard.
Can you see me on his map from where he is?
Oh, he can see you.
Wait, but this guy's
he can't see you, but he can.
This guy's
see
blind, and you need. It says in the spell you need to be able to see the creature.
He can see the creature.
Oh,
in
he got
his
you
own
there,
way.
River. He got you there.
He could see the creature. He could see.
I'm waiting for
everything in
everyone
this
else to
room.
realize that there's like some kind of magical echolocation this guy has.
I figured he's just really good at sensing.
He's got blind sense.
Either he's got magic. But that, yeah, but
He's got blind
still,
sense. He uses his
that's
magic
a sense,
to see.
not sight.
He uses his magic to see, so he can see. It is a sight, but it's one that shows him exactly where you are. Not necessarily, you know. He can't see like a normal person. Still. Let's start doing those D4s.
Oh my gosh.
Because the DM doesn't need to argue his point. The DM makes the rules.
Still doesn't mean he doesn't have to argue his point. They don't make sense. I'm not gonna follow him.
They do make sense. He can see all of you.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying they don't make sense, but I'm saying it doesn't make the DM not have to argue their.
1d4
They still have to do
plus.
that.
I know. I was just kidding.
Peter knows this very well.
First one, Stolvok, take 3. Tubtor, take 2. Dunyazard, same. 2 damage. Dunyazard's turn. You just got smacked by a magical bolt around the corner.
She is going to go slightly out of cover. And is Richter within... Richter doesn't have full health, and he's within 60 feet of me, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna toll the dead on him now. I see.
And he's taking damage.
That is a wisdom saving throw. He fails. Roll that damage. That's 1d12.
Okay, slash roll 1d12 did not work.
On the left side of the screen, there should be a dice button somewhere over there.
Oh, yep, I see it.
He takes 5 damage. His health bar actually does look like it's going down now. Is that all you've got? I'm assuming? Since you've realized that he definitely can... He knows you're there?
I say no one's down and hurting at all.
No.
Okay.
Doesn't
No,
seem like
anyone's She's just gonna walk back undercover.
Okay. Leora is going to shift over here and make
Yes.
Longbow attack. With a 24 to hit. Dang, she's rolling well. Ah, nice. Not too bad for damage either. Well, it could be better, but it could also be much worse. Lenaro is going to strike again. Wait, actually. He's got a bonus action. He's going to strike again with his sword, like I said. At advantage. With a 24 to hit, that hits. Dealing. Pretty good, pretty good. He's also going to okay. He's also going to rally Velmora. He's going to give you some hit points. Let me just put that on there so you can see exactly what it does. He's going to roll. It's 1d8. D8 plus his charisma. Okay, he doesn't have a very high charisma. And get a minimal roll. You get 3 temporary hit points.
Good lord. Do you want me to add that to my value on here?
Yeah, you could add it to your temp hit points. You should be able to get there on your character sheet. And that'll bring us to Tubtor. Tubtor, you still there? Okay.
Tubtor is here. Tubtor is here.
Never fear, Tubtor is here.
Tubtor is going to take a risk. Tubtor is going to cast silence on Richter. Because since he can't see, not being able to hear, he very well. I have no idea how much he's relying on his sense of hearing to locate us.
Silence also makes it so he can't speak, I believe.
Yeah, audio does not work within the range of silence. It should be not necessarily cast on a specific person. It should be AoE.
20-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range. The point I wish to choose is the color of his shirt. So
the point can't move. Sorry, that's probably not described in the book, but that's a rule I have. The point doesn't move. It's that point in space that it.
That is an action. I still have a bonus action. I would like to grapple him for bonus.
Everything in that 20-foot range goes completely quiet. There is not a single sound escaping from that area.
And I have no idea. Oh, it's a dexterity grapple. I have no idea if he's going to be able to locate us because he's,
It is a circle, right?
It is a sphere. Yep. Okay. He can't hear us. We can't hear him.
He just runs and drifts on where the brazier was.
Right one. How do I? Frick. I want to put an aura there, but I can't. I don't know how to freaking do this.
You could measure out a circle around a measure circle and make. That's about it. Yeah, I could hold out a circle for you, and you could draw around
That's
it.
how you do the measurement. Okay. Sorry, I just found the measuring tool.
Yes. There's also, if you notice, there's like a wand-looking thing on the bottom, and that's real cool for spellcasters.
Could you put that back real quick?
Nice.
You didn't say anything, so I wasn't sure if you were going to use it.
Yeah, I was. I'm just trying to find the right spot. No, that's not.
Circle tool.
That is fat. That is a fat silence radius.
Oh yeah.
I can't get the right freaking.
I was not sure how that spell was gonna work. I'm still not sure how that spell is gonna work. How he's gonna react to that one.
You know what? I'll just keep that in mind, or try to. I can't get it to work the way I want it to. He looks. Did it close the freaking? Why did it close the turn order? I didn't tell it to close the turn order.
You implied it.
He looks a little bit concerned now. There's a more concerned look on his face. As clearly something has changed.
I swear, if I got my guess right with the whole echolocation thing.
He's going to be a little bit more inaccurate now.
Just looks over at somebody. Ah!
Well,
I can see you.
Can't... is that
yeah,
all
that's...
Can do? Okay, then it's still...
I've grappled him. I rolled a grapple.
Oh, you
dexterity grapple.
Let me... I love it when the digital dice are like, yeah, we're gonna roll the dice and have the dice on its side weird, so it's not actually on what we say it rolled, but like the digital dice can get cocked. It's freaking great. But it does read off the number, so that's an 8. He fails. And he's grappled.
So
I love
there's that
box over there drawing me a circle now.
It's very rough, but you know, I'm free-handing it.
It works.
It works. All right.
I'd like to see you do a better circle, Brienne.
Gets on, makes perfect circle somehow.
A better circle, Brienne. Honestly, there's probably a way you should make a better circle.
Anyway, Stovak, your turn.
Oh, cool. Well, since I didn't lose my concentration, taser.
Buzz.
14.
Nice.
About time I did some real damage.
Does that do thunder damage?
That was lightning damage. Not thunder. Lightning.
Silence. For the duration, no sound can be created within or past.
It's lightning damage, not thunder.
Okay.
I did not mean to roll. I was just trying to put the spell description up. I was trying to put the spell description up.
All right.
Like, oh no!
Just try to. I don't know what just happened there. It just tried to grab something. What is? Wait. Oh, is it trying to? You drew on the token screen. That's why. That's what it's doing.
I was trying to move the.
Best circle I've ever seen.
I'm gonna just.
Hey, you can move it to the map layer if you want to.
Oh, that was the wrong layer.
I'm like, it's gone. Just deleted everything.
Oh yeah, can you draw that back again? All right. Now that's on the right layer. Is that all you can do is the lightning lure, or?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
That's all you can do? Okay. Valmora.
Okay. Since you guys were such sticklers about me not having advantage, I'll go right here. And we'll
Cool, you
try
get
this.
advantage.
Third time's the charm. I'm sure it'll be fine this time.
Maybe you'll do damage. Who knows?
Listen.
Or you could roll 2
That's
13s.
fucking bullshit. You know, I'd like to file a complaint against Roll20.
Wouldn't we all?
Bro.
I'm sorry, you'll have to go talk to HR for that.
God. So, yep.
HR's mini boss.
Player, I'd like to file a complaint against the DM. DM, you'll have to talk to HR. Player, you are HR!
Actually, I think this entire party would have to talk to NHR. Non-human
It's all
resources.
fun and games until you talk to the DM's boyfriend or girlfriend as HR. The person you're dating is being mean to me in D&D.
This will be an interesting situation.
Them. Well, I'm gonna need to sit in on the next session. Alright.
So it is Richter's turn, huh?
It is Richter's turn.
And he is grappled?
What's he gonna do? He is grappled, yes.
Did you grapple him again?
Yep.
I grappled him and silenced him. Yep.
Oh!
I love it!
He has counterspell. Why didn't I use that when you silenced him?
It's not
because
a spell. It's a spell-like effect. It's not a spell.
Could you counterspell silence?
I think you can counterspell silence.
You can.
Yeah, you can counterspell silence, but silence isn't a spell when I cast it. It's an ability because of my
similar way, though. It works similar enough that counterspell works. Because it technically is a spell. It's just not.
Hell, you can counterspell Dimension Door if you have a high enough counterspell.
Well, I'm not wondering if it's like counterspellable just because of the spell itself, but because of what the spell it does, which is immediately silences any like verbal thing, and I believe counterspell has a verbal component. That was my point. Not saying that's how the.
Wait, doesn't silence have a verbal component too?
Well, yes, but it's said before the spell's cast. You can't cast any spells inside of silence.
Any spells.
So that's my question. For any spells that require verbal components, or if you're a sorcerer, you can cast silent spell.
You know,
with your meta magic.
Silence is one of the best fucking spells you could have cast.
Okay.
This guy.
Okay, Shadow Arts. Starting when you choose this tradition at 3rd level, you can use your ki, your life energy, to duplicate the effects of certain spells. You're not casting the spell, you're duplicating the effects of a certain spell. So it's not a spell.
Well, what's Richter gonna do?
There's an argument for something else there, but I'm not gonna.
You can choose to overrule it. You have the power.
Richter is going to brandish his great axe. And as he holds it, a green flame emits from it.
There's not a verbal component to whatever he's doing, right?
No, that's why I'm using it. If there was a verbal component, he wouldn't be doing it. Don't try to freaking do that with the DM. I will smite you.
Rocks will fall and everyone will die.
I'm expecting it anyways for silencing this guy. With my last 2 key points.
He's going to shift towards you. Tubtor. Taking that opportunity.
Is he provoking opportunity attack?
Yes, he is.
From Lanaro?
Can he move because he's grappled?
He's moving to you. He has to.
He's restrained.
Technically, he should have been moved. Or he would be moved closer to you because of the fact that
I
you're
got
grappling
reach.
him. You've got reach, yes, but to
Okay.
grapple someone, you have to pull them close to you. So technically speaking, he shouldn't have invoked opportunity attack, but I'll give it because I'm nice. And he gets a 21 to hit. Dealing damage. And then Richter is going to swing his now green flaming battle axe at Tubtor.
Tubtor do.
You made it.
Is he still Bane?
How long does Bane last?
It says a minute.
So no.
Has it been 10 rounds?
Wait, actually, it hasn't been 10 rounds, has it? So yeah.
No, it hasn't. It's only been like
armor
4
class
rounds.
Is 18.
He's still Bane. Does a 14 hit?
No.
Okay. So his green flaming axe swings down, and you're able to move out of the way. But it seems that if this were to hit, it would have dealt a lot more damage than just his normal axe. Definitely. Dunyazard.
Yeah,
I wasn't expecting this many people to be in this combat. Just saying.
Well, Dunyazard is going to go up here and douse yet another lantern.
Yay. More work for me.
What would the blind man do without his lights?
Oh, the blindness isn't for him, it's for you guys.
I can see in the dark. I think all of us can, actually.
I have dark vision.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone's got dark vision here.
Even Richter, she wasn't blind.
Listen, I never said Dunyazard was bright.
Actually, you specifically said that she wasn't.
Yeah, no, you said
exactly.
She wasn't. You said
But
she
it is
wasn't
getting
that
very
job.
dark as the color leaves the room, and everyone who has dark vision is starting to see mostly in just black and white, which is everyone here.
Anyway, might cast this on a 2nd level.
False life. All right, bolstering yourself with a necromantic. Okay, so you gain those hit points.
Yep, I get plus 12 hit points on my character.
Get plus 12 temp hit points.
I'm assuming that's going to probably keep me away from any of the stray bullets that might come her way now.
Maybe. What might also keep you away from them is the fact that he can't cast most of his spells because almost every single one of them has a verbal component.
And I'm
That's
gonna guess
why
he's not a
silence is
sorcerer.
Such a good freaking spell to use him.
Exactly.
Oh, he's clearly not a sorcerer. He seems to be he trained as a fighter at first and then started learning magic later on.
Well, it doesn't mean you're not a sorcerer.
AKA, he's an Eldritch Knight.
And then where is... Okay, so... my best place for using the rest of my move speed is right here.
Alright.
Okay, and that ends my turn.
Ranged. Is she gonna do the same thing she normally does?
That should be higher AC. I do not know how to tell the website what equipment I'm currently wearing for it to increase my AC.
You just got to do that
manually.
Yep.
Yeah, figures.
It'll do it. It'll increase it with your dex, if
realized
applicable.
there's an extra damage dice.
At least I think it
I've
will.
been rolling for this lady.
It might just be your initiative now that I'm thinking of it.
I don't know why it's auto rolling on an advantage. That didn't hit. His turn. He's gonna move up, of course. A 23 hits. Maximum damage. That's pretty good. So... Tubtor, your turn.
So this guy just tried a huge, dramatic, very magical green flame great axe attack on Tubtor. I would like to make unarmed attack, followed by a bonus action unarmed attack, targeting the connection between the handle and the axe head of his great axe. I would like to strike and break his great axe with my attack.
Luck with that.
I don't know how much damage it would require to break, or
This
what
is
it
a
would
very
require to
nice
hit.
looking. Roll a smithing. Roll a
Smithing
an
check.
intelligence
Come on.
check. An intelligence check. Without adding proficiency or anything.
Oh, I won't.
It's just
I
your
won't.
intelligence.
Intelligence is negative. As soon as it loads, I'll do it.
Oh, I won't. Don't worry.
You literally got 2 zeros there.
That's
crazy.
I have no idea
All
if this
right.
is gonna work.
As far as you're concerned, you completely believe that striking at his freaking great axe is going to make it break. The first one does not hit. The second one will strike. You do that. I'll give you the second roll for the second attack. That's 7 damage. But you also take 1d4 bludgeoning damage because you punch a solid steel axe, but you do kind of shove it into him, causing him to take a little bit of damage as well.
Tell me how much damage I take, and I will do that. I would point out that I am at advantage because it's flanked on those attacks.
Yes, that's why the second one hit.
Okay. Tell me how much damage I take for the 1d4.
You take 2 bludgeoning damage. Is that all you can do?
Yeah, I believe that's all I can do.
Staldock.
I believe this is the third round around.
You did 7 damage doing it. I forgot.
I'm gonna use the green circle to count how many turns I've looked.
Okay, can you?
I mean, I can put a number in there and then subtract it every turn. So yeah.
Okay.
Anywho, let's hope this doesn't friggin' tickle his nuts this time.
It tickles his nuts.
Tickles his nuts. How kind.
Takes 7 more damage.
And I'm gonna get with the program real quick. I'm gonna go douse out this torch.
Freaking make me do more work. I do.
Yay, torch stouching bunnies.
Turn off these torches every single time you freaking douse the torches. As the room gets just a little bit more dark, there's only one brazier going.
And 3 of the torches, if I remember correctly.
I believe so.
This one. And this one. And
Yep.
And that is all?
Yep. I'm gonna run back to where I was before, so I'm still the nice 35 feet away from him.
Valmora.
Circle, but you know, it still works.
And if we need to end it at any point,
we are.
because it is 10:07, just tell me.
Well, I'm gonna have to leave pretty soon because your girl has to work tomorrow.
Yeah, we can continue the fight next session, but first, Valmora.
Oh.
Figure we'll get to the top of the initiative pass before we end.
Yeah.
Okay, you know,
Richter's.
guys, 4th time is a charm.
I believe in you.
That makes
Don't
one
forget
of
to
us.
step up again.
Get me a
So
step
you get
up again.
advantage. Down works this time.
Well, too late. I'm already up. Trying to be up.
All the way up.
Step up. 23 hits. Let's go.
Sneak attack?
And that is...
I did it.
Do you have sneak attack yet?
I don't know.
Level 4 or so.
Yeah, I do.
You should be able to use that right now because there's 5 feet of him. I believe it's one of the situations sneak attack works.
Oh, an extra 2d6.
Yep. That was like one of the biggest things with rogues, their sneak attack. They can obliterate people. But if you have advantage on a target, or the enemy is within 5 feet of target, or target is within 5 feet of you, and you do not have disadvantage on the attack roll, you get sneak attack.
Richter is going to...
At least I think that might be slightly inaccurate.
That one doesn't work.
Let me go make sure.
Of silence. You know what, he might just start trying to attack.
Yeah, you have to have advantage on the attack.
And you did have advantage on the attack, so...
Mm-hmm.
I feel like these. I feel like above like.
We might not get mopped by Richter. Not saying we wouldn't have in a 1v1. That definitely.
He's going to strike Tubtor.
Hopefully. Not.
Strike at Tubtor. 26.
Damn.
Oof. Oof.
Are you? A 26 definitely hits.
Are you sure?
Are you sure? Like
I can check my math, but I'm pretty sure.
Don't worry, he didn't get too much on damage. That's 13 damage. He's going to strike again, this time at Lenaro. Sorry, I forgot I couldn't read it from the distance I was scrolled out. That hits.
I'm really not sure.
Lenaro is not looking good at
I believe it if this random NPC had to 28 AC.
And then you guys are gonna love this one. Richter is going to disappear from your view really quick. And
for what purpose?
He is
Did he
over
stealth?
here now. as he uses Action Surge, and he uses Arcane Charge, which allows him to teleport up to 30 feet away and use his attacks again. And he's going to attack Leora now.
You broke my witch bolt, damn it. Now I'm gonna have to start using my Eldritch
wait a
Blast.
second. Wait a second. Hold the fuck on. He's grappled.
He's grappled? That doesn't matter.
Teleporting.
He teleports.
Teleporting doesn't care about grapple.
No. He teleports.
Okay.
He goes
Doesn't
poof.
function like
He's over
Dimension
here
Door.
now.
Just poof.
Unless it's not the type of thing that allows you to teleport other people, unless the spell specifically states that you could teleport other people with you. He's the only thing that moves.
I like teleportation.
You look away and you look back, and suddenly you're grappled onto a random log.
That hits. That's quite a bit of damage. Not quite max, but first strike. And of course it's Action Surge, so he gets the next one. And
That's diabolical. We have a friggin' plus 12.
that fucking hits too. Dealing minimal
This guy can
damage,
effectively
luckily.
not miss me.
Yeah,
I'm glad he's
just
not
lucky
someone.
you weren't. You're just lucky you weren't within 30 feet of him.
I chose my positioning carefully.
Dunyazard, it is your turn. I knew there was something that allowed him to teleport. I just had to look through his character sheet and find it. And he's not within the range of the silenced anymore.
Are we cutting it here?
Are we cutting it here? Yes, because Velmora has to go.
To work.
Please have mercy on me.
We will call it here for now. You guys are left in the middle of this test. The NPCs that went with you guys are not looking too good.
It's all good.
Unless
I'm sure they
Dungeons
won't
wants
die.
to do something else on their turn, I'll switch it to Leora for the next one. Because you already moved, I'll let you finish your turn and get back to the NPCs. Because when we get to NPCs, then
Just double checking my spells. Screw it, I'll do Toll of the Dead again.
All right. That is a wisdom saving throw, right? Yes. He keeps rolling shit on those saving throws. You guys should start using more saving throw spells.
That's all I have. Fuck. It's not that good.
Not the best damage, but still.
No. Very good damage.
On the plus side, because he keeps being hit by necrotic damage, he can't heal.
Yeah.
No, you can heal necrotic
He
damage.
can heal it. There's certain things that do affect healing stuff, and the Dragon Glass Wakazashi Tubtor has is actually one of them.
Oh, so you added vile damage in campaign. I'm gonna go jump.
In a way. Anyway,
Oh, is it vile damage or no? Because
it's
vile
not
damage,
vile damage.
you
It's
can't
just a
heal those hit
specific-
points.
It's just a specific stat. It weakens health potions and healing effects, and it completely stops regenerative effects.
That's less awful.
Yeah.
Vile just makes it so you can't get those health points back.
That is today's session. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We will pick up at the rest of the combat later.
All right.
Sounds good. Bye, guys.
See you guys next week.
Bye-bye. Have a good night.